Well, suicide is a topic that many are reluctant to discuss, but it's becoming increasingly important to talk about it to reduce the stigma and also to raise awareness.
In this week's Fox in Focus, Protecting Our Children, our Denise Middleton talks about the link between cyberbullying and also suicide and how one mother has made it her mission to help save lives.
Cyberbullying can happen anytime, anywhere. Research suggests it may even increase thoughts of suicide and attempts. It's why Maureen Molak has worked to eliminate cyber and other bullying through education, legislation, and legal action following the death of her son. David Molak was a typical teen who loved sports.
He was a huge NFL football fan and loved memorizing all of the stats, and he would just keep his friends occupied with his silly antics and just always wanted to make people laugh.
But in the days and months leading to his death, David was anything but. Maureen Molak says her son had become the target of cyberbullying at Alamo Heights High School in San Antonio.
There was an Instagram post one night that was just devastating to him, and he came running down into our bedrooms crying and screaming that he would never go back to school.
Shortly after, David changed schools, but students from his previous school were still tormenting him. He died by suicide in 2017 over the Christmas break, the night before he was supposed to return to school. David was just 16 years old.
I call it a life sentence. Living the rest of my life on this earth without my youngest son, David, is a life sentence.
But Maureen has made it her mission to help save other children from that very same fate.
The goal of Senate Bill 179 is to combat and prevent cyberbullying.
To honor his legacy, David's family and friends worked with lawmakers to create David's Law in 2017, giving schools the authority to intervene and investigate incidents of cyberbullying that occur off campus. Since then, they've worked to strengthen David's Law.
There is also a provision in David's Law that allows superintendents and schools to send a student to disciplinary alternative education program or to expel them for very serious bullying behavior.
Then in 2021, David's Law was expanded, requiring all schools to have an anti-bullying committee to focus on wellness and relationship building, along with preventative programs. There's even a civil remedy for parents to get an injunction against a cyberbully as a last resort. Through David's Legacy Foundation, parents can receive pro bono legal services to file and hopefully get a cease and desist order.
We're not about creating a school to prison pipeline. We're about solving problems. We want to, try to nip these issues in the bud early on before they become physical altercations, before someone chooses to hurt somebody, before someone chooses to hurt themselves.
Representative Jose Menendez, an author of the newly revised law. He also helped work on Texas Senate Bill 279, which now requires public school student identification cards issued to students in grade 6 or higher to include contact information for suicide prevention crisis services.
Suicide in Bexar County, I can't talk for the whole state, but in this county amongst teens has tripled in the suicide rate in about the last 10, 15 years, has exponentially grown. By at least 300%.
It's why Maureen continues to spread a message of hope, encouraging parents to never give up.
We feel like a failure as a parent, but that's not what we should do. And I hope that parents can learn from me and learn that we have to reach out for more supports, especially as a parent when you're navigating through it with your child.
David's Legacy Foundation helps educate communities about the harmful effects of cyber abuse, offering free virtual presentations and much more. If you'd like to learn more about David's Law and Foundation, we have a link to their website at fox26houston.com. Reporting in the studio, Denise Middleton, Fox 26 News.